As the manhunt continues for the gunman behind the deadly shooting at Brown University, some people are starting to question this investigation a bit.
Well, it comes after a person of interest that the police identified was released less than a day after being taken into custody.
Former Lebanon Police Chief Rich Mello is here with us. Hi, Chief. Great to see you. So let's start with this person of interest, okay? Police have one. They then release that person. So if we can presume there might have been a tip or information to bring that person in originally, does that now take that person potentially off the table entirely? So in other words, is that person who was brought in cleared or not cleared?
You know, it's tough to tell at this point, and it could go either way. So, law enforcement brought that person in, did an investigation, likely conducted an extensive interview, looked at all available evidence, and either determined that this person wasn't involved, or perhaps they determined that at this point in time, there wasn't enough evidence or information to further hold that person. So it could go either way, and only law enforcement knows at this point.
And now, Chip, so far investigators have just released maybe a couple short videos of this suspect. We saw one a few minutes ago of him or her running down a street. We haven't seen any really close-ups, no face reveals. So given what you've known through investigations, is your assumption here that that's the best video they have that they're releasing to the public? What is kind of the operating procedure here? Do you release everything as quickly as possible, especially when we're so far out from when the shooting happened? Or are they still holding back images and videos to protect the investigation, do you think?
Well, they could have additional video, they could have additional evidence that they'll release strategically. My sense is that they're using this. It might be the best video they have at this point. Maybe they're trying to put some additional information together, likely looking for witnesses and other people with Ring cameras and other surveillance video to maybe look at that video footage to see if anything matches, and maybe they get additional information or video from that. It's strategic, but at the same time, they're trying to piece together a lot of pieces of the puzzle.
And Chief, let me ask you about this too. So there was a shelter in place that was put into effect in the hours after this shooting first happened. But here we are now, 2 days later, a person of interest has been taken into custody and then released. So that means that somebody is still out there. The police need to find, that they need to talk to, and that they need to bring in. The gunman is essentially still out there. So if there's no shelter in place that's still in effect, how is the community and the students who are still at Brown to feel as this investigation continues?
I'm sure they feel unsettled, and this is a major development where they thought maybe they had the person responsible, and they did not. Or at least they released that person. So I think the community at large is certainly fearful because the unknown is still out there. Police have obviously determined that perhaps the danger has passed, maybe through their investigation, but no doubt the community is still on pins and needles until this is brought to a resolution.
Well, and at this point too, Chief, this also widens the search radius, does it not, as to where this potential subject could be? Here we are almost 48 hours after the shooting at this point.
It does, and it all depends on who the potential suspect is or who was responsible for this. But I have full confidence in our law enforcement partners and in our federal partners that they're working this case to the end and that they're going to find the person responsible.
All right, former Lebanon Police Chief Richard Mello, thanks for your insights as always. Appreciate it.